Hello and welcome to Long's Toys, and I have another Kyoryuger review for you today. As you saw at the end of my last video, Bunpachy arrived in the mail yesterday, so I'm doing a review of him today. Here is the front of the box. He's a cool little, I think he's a Cephalosaurus, or a Pachyosaurus. I'm not really, I guess Bunpachy, Pachyosaurus, but I'm not 100% on that. He has kind of a little like construction worker's helmet, which I think is kind of funny. He's primarily gray. Here's him in the Kung Fu configuration on Kyoryujin. Here's the bottom with a really nice picture. Here's the side, again showing the Kung Fu configuration. Here is a picture on the side showing you how the beast battery goes in. Nice shot on the top. Again, I wish they had the gray Ranger over here, but so be it. And then the back of the box, pretty standard. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box. Alright, so out of the box we have Bunpachy. As you can see, he's mostly gray. He has some silver and yellow highlights, which look really nice. He's got this big dome thing on top of his head. You can see the fist molded underneath. That's the one thing I really like about these dinosaurs. When they're in dinosaur mode, they really hide the fist well with the back legs. They all do that. I really like it. So there you go. Quick 360. Like I said, he's mostly gray. The beast battery that he comes with is right here. Here is the glow-in-the-dark side, sparkly side. And you can see on the back it says Bunpachy. It is mostly gray, or like grayish, almost kind of tan, but mostly gray. If you go ahead and open his mouth, pop it in, button on the bottom. It doesn't do the greatest job, but it's supposed to kind of pop this off. If you can see here, there's a clip on each side. Here, let me eject the battery and I'll show you again. So how it works is when you push the battery in, it kind of makes this tab pop up, which is supposed to kick this off. And I mean, it kind of works for the most part, but it's not 100%. You kind of have to really give it some gusto when you push it in. And even then, it only kind of works. But anyway, put this off to the side. It's supposed to kick this off, and then you can see he's got the yellow construction helmet that I was talking about. And then he's got this really cool tail, like flail piece. Each section has, like, it's like a joint and then 2 links of the chain and then a joint, 2 links of the chain, and so on and so forth. And it does swivel here as well. In fact, when it comes in the box, this piece comes off. So you can just pop it right back on. So it flails around. You can swing it. Whee! Like I said, it swivels here, but it's kind of tight and it's a lot of weight, so it doesn't swivel that great, but you know, you can kind of swing it. So there you go. I wanted to show real quick. Just going to bring in, I have Zakutor handy. Whoops. You can kind of see that these two are very similar mold again, where they have the tiny hands and the big back legs, and they do kind of transform the same way where the legs flip over this way. But Bunpachy's got very different molding, whereas the leg molding and the back molding up here was pretty much the same for Zakutor and Parasagon. You can see here that it's definitely different from Bunpachy. You can see how it's different here than this molding, and this up here is different than this. And I believe that has to do with the chain and the longer tail, because when you put this back on the head and it snaps on, the chain just rests along his back. There you go. So obviously the tail has to be different, and then because of that, the silver detailing and molding is different. So I just wanted to kind of compare that. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same mold, and they transform very similarly. To get this guy in arm mode, You can pretty much, you don't even really need to put the battery in. You can just kind of pop that off yourself if you want to. You don't really need to do it. You're going to flip the leg around, flip this forward, flip this all the way around, and then tuck the hand in. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Very similar to Zyuden and Zakutor. Pretty much identical transformation. And you can see the yellow lines up perfectly. And then open the mouth, pop the beast battery in, show it to you like this. You guys know how to put beast batteries in by now. So there you go, he's set up to be an arm. What I'm going to do is go ahead and bring in Kyoryujin and Ankidon and show you the Kung Fu configuration. Alright, so once again I have Kyoryujin all set up. Oop, let me make sure he's turned on. He was not turned on. Okay, now we're ready to go. So he says Kyoryujin Kung Fu Hacha, or some kind of karate sounding move. I'm going to back him up a little bit. So as you can see, I'm going to move the camera temporarily. This is the giant flail. It's kind of hard to do anything with it just because it's so long. But you can pretend he's flinging it around. Otherwise, I think this looks pretty cool. I like the blue with the gray and the red and the yellow. I think they all look pretty good together. I'm going to play the sound effect for you one more time. So I think it's pretty cool that they have these predetermined modes like Kung Fu, Macho, Western, and they have the fun little fanfare music and the declaration of what mode it is. I still think Western is my favorite as far as the fanfare music and everything, but I think it's really cool. I definitely think that all the color combinations look really good. And the same with Ankidon or Bunpachy, or what, you can do any combination you want, but those are the only three combinations that get special names. Otherwise, they're just going to read out the two names of the two dinosaurs. Just to show you, and because I really love combining these, I'm going to take Ankidon off. And since I still have Zakutor handy, I'm going to go ahead and transform him. Do-do-do. I'm going to go ahead and take Bunpachy off. So he says Kyoryujin, Zaktu, and Bupu or something for Bunpachy. So they kind of just say the name a little cutesy for each of the two dinosaurs, depending on what you have connected. And it doesn't matter, like, Zakutor doesn't always have to be a left arm, and Bunpachy doesn't always have to be a left arm. You can literally change them around and do anything you want. Any combination of the limbs, but only those three specific combinations will get the special names and sounds. So, like I said, I love this line. I love the different arms. I love the interchangeability. It gives you so many different combinations that you can make, so your imagination is the limit. So yeah, like I said, if you can get Bunpachy, I would definitely recommend him. For some reason, he seems to be the black sheep of the arm-sized dinos. If you go to most websites, he's like the only one they still have in stock. I don't know why. I guess he wasn't very popular or whatever, but I like him. I like him a lot. I like all the arm attachment dinosaurs. Really, so far I've enjoyed all of the Zords from the Kyoryuger line, or Zyuden Ryu for the proper term. But yes, so please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this review of Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger Bunpachy, and thanks for watching.